Hey, yo, what's up, my players? It's your boy, Disney Shark Man, back out here on this Madden 26 franchise mode. And we are back with another episode of this Madden 26 series. And we are getting set to continue where we left off. We are in the doubleheader for Monday Night Primetime here in week number 2. And what a matchup we have on tap. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're about to do battle with the Houston Texans. Both teams coming off opening game defeat. So first, let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you guys don't remember at the beginning of the series when I was showing the rosters, their former teammate, Russell Grant, is no longer with them. He's now with the Atlanta Falcons. They faced their former teammate, and they lost. So they have an opportunity to bounce back on the road. While Houston, they were on the road as well for week 1. However, they were leading big time. They was leading 31-7, but then got outscored 30-0 the rest of the way and lost the game. So now, with both teams starting 0-1, somebody is going to get their first win of the season and avoid the 0-2 start. So, if you haven't seen the rest of the games here in week number 2, be sure to go check those games out so you guys will not miss out on anything here in the second week, because we are getting set. We are basically getting close to the end of week number 2. And if you haven't seen week 1 yet, be sure to go watch that so you guys can get caught up with the entire series as we continue forward. And also, just a reminder, week 3 is on the way here in this Madden 26 series, which we will kick things off from Buffalo, where the Buffalo Bills take on the Miami Dolphins. 2-0 Miami, 1-1 Buffalo, an AFC East battle to start week 3. But we still got week 2 to finish, so let's head to NRG Stadium in downtown Houston. The Texans and Buccaneers are set to do battle. One of these teams are going to avoid that 0-2 start with a win in primetime. Let's find out who gets it done. Buccaneers, Texans, 1 out of 2 Monday Night Primetime games here in week 2. Let's go.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the Tampa Bay side of the field, head coach Todd Bowles. These guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in week 2. His counterpart on the opposing sideline, Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans. These guys also on the losing end of their opener, so we're going to see who's able to avoid that 0-2 start here.
These fans in Houston are pumped up. They are ready for their home opener in prime time. The Buccaneers are going to get the ball first. Baker Mayfield will be seeing the field first as his team looking to bounce back after that week 1 loss. 2 0-1 teams ready for battle. Here we go from Houston. On the return, here comes Morrison. And he's brought down to right about the 27. So that's where Tampa Bay will start their opening drive. And here comes Baker Mayfield.
Performance in year 7 here in the NFL. The #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality.
First play from scrimmage. Here's a run up the middle by Tyler Reed. And he's brought down to the 42 for a quick first down. Again, a 16.
And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Mayfield on 1st and 10.
The action fake. The first throw for Mayfield is complete to Ryan Smith. Now the numbers for Ryan Smith in the opening game, he had over 100 yards. And yes, even though Russell Grant wasn't on the Buccaneers anymore, Ryan Smith is still doing his thing with him no longer in the lineup. Second and 3. Here's a give. It's Tyler Reed, and he's got enough for a first down. He got 10 as he's tackled at the 41.
And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
In motion is the tight end Andrews.
Mayfield now off the play action.
Mayfield throws here over the middle. Is caught to the rookie Emeka Egbuka for a gain of about 7.
That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Second and 3. Another give to Tyler Reed. And he'll only pick up a gain of a yard to the 34. And now it's 3rd down.
Largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. On 3rd
Mayfield, 3rd down and wide open. It's Ryan Smith. And he's brought down with a first down to Houston's 26.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
First down, another give. It's Reed. And he's brought down to the 16. And Tampa has another first down. Quite an opening drive for the Buccaneers.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
All set now. 1st and 10.
First down. Here's a give to Bucky Irving. And he gets pushed backwards. It's a loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
Backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
180!
2nd and 13. A run up the middle. And Reed is tackled to the 11. So now 6 yards they need in order to get a first down and continue this pretty good opening drive.
Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
180! What's up?
To the air on 3rd and long.
Mayfield on the move, and look at that throw. Caught. It's Ryan Smith, and he's brought down to the 1.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now, it's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
1st and goal. A give to Tyler Reed, and he fights his way in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a start.
Opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
What a start for the Buccaneers in a must-win situation.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after.
So McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's blocked. And Houston's going to pick it up. But they're going to count it as a blocked extra point. So it's 6-0 Tampa Bay.
Well, that's going to take away a touch of that early momentum they built with the opening drive touchdown. And just as importantly here, blocking that extra point should give the offense a little boost as they come out for their first possession, looking to match touchdown for touchdown.
And here's McLaughlin to kick it away. No return here for Noel. It'll be a touchback. So now C.J. Stroud ready to go.
Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming up the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games.
And here's a first carry by Joe Mixon. And he gets tackled. Vita Vea making a play there. A loss of 2.
What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
18, what's up? 19 Texans.
Shotgun now for Stroud.
Stroud throws here. This one's caught. It's K.J. Tucker. And he's down to the 26. A gain of 8.
In this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Stroud now on 3rd.
Stroud throws a bullet, and it's caught to Montgomery for a first down to the 32.
And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First down. Here's a run by Mixon. Got the blockers, and Mixon is brought down at the 48-yard line. First down, Houston.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
First down. Here's Mixon again up the middle. Picks up a gain of 8 that time. 2nd and 2.
Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
On the quick, right?
2nd and 2. Another give to Mixon.
And he's able
And he's going to be brought down with a first down to the 40.
And it sets up a Houston first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. To the air,
Stroud looking to throw here. Here's Nick Chubb. And Chubb breaking through a tackle. And he's down to the 27. Another first down for Houston.
With that down the distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27.
First down. Back to Mixon. Up the middle. And Mixon is inside the 20. Down at the 16.
It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. Here's a run up the middle for Mixon. And he's going to be brought down with another first down at the 2-yard line. First and goal now coming up.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 2.
Stroud from the pistol.
Stroud throwing it into the end zone. It's caught to Montgomery. It's the Texan touchdown.
The Texans find an answer with their opening drive. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
So both teams off to good starts on their opening drive,
Extra point.
but one missed the extra point. Here's Fairbairn. And he makes this one, and he gives Houston a 1-point lead. It's 7-6.
They take a 7-6 lead here.
And here's Fairbairn to take this one away. And this one is not going to be returned here. That will be a touchback. So here comes Baker Mayfield, ready to go.
And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
The tight end in motion now.
First down. Here's Reed breaking a tackle. And Reed is down at the 32. First down, Tampa.
12 yards on that play.
12 yards that time.
A gain of 12. And the Buccaneer first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. The play fake. Here's Mayfield.
They actually fake. Mayfield can't get rid of the pass. It's incomplete.
But it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls.
And a holding against Tampa.
Major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
180.
Baker now from the gun.
First down here. It's a throw. This one's caught by Andrews, but another flag thrown.
As he stops,
Looks like this one's coming back.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
First and 30. Here is Tyler Reed. He's not going to get anything there. No gain. Second down.
So one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun,
Mayfield over the middle. There's a Mecca Abuka. And he's going to be brought down to the 38. He still needs a couple more yardage for a first. It's third down.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down.
180.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield.
Third and 5, and Mayfield's going to take off. And Mayfield will pick up a first down into Texans territory.
Back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on him.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
180.
First down, back to Reed, and Reed breaking through traffic and down at the 30. Another first down for Tampa.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space where the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Mayfield.
Mayfield throwing here. This one's caught to Evans, and he loses the football. And it's recovered by Houston.
And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play.
And a holding on Tampa Bay. Mike Evans loses the football. John Elijah Wan delivered that big-time hit. And now Houston will take over with the football, and they've got themselves a 1-point lead. And now here's Mixon on the toss, and look at that stiff arm. And he's brought down to the 36. First down Houston, a gain of 13.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
First down, ball at the 36.
On the quick, right?
First down, back to Mixon, and Mixon breaking through. And he's going to be brought down to the 45. First down, Houston.
15-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Oh, Eric.
Another first down. Mixon again. And he's down to the 42 after a gain of 3.
It looked like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
What 18? What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud.
Stroud throws to the right, and open is Wes Montgomery. And he's brought down to the 33. Another first down for Houston.
His strong partner, the yards, you gotta imagine will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Oh, Eric. What 18? What's that?
First down run. Here's Nick Chubb. Breaking a tackle. And he's brought down inside the 20. They're going to mark him at the 19. First down, Texans.
And a new set of downs.
And the Texans are going to let this time run down, as that will do it for the first quarter of action. Texans 7, Buccaneers 6.
7-6 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this.
All right, second quarter action, ready to go. The Texans have it.
Welcome back. Time for our
They're
second
moving this
quarter.
ball down the
Texans
field.
with a chance to score.
What 18? What's that?
Running from the
First
pistol,
down,
Texans.
up the middle run for Joe Mixon. A gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Oh, Eric. What 18? What's that?
From the gun, Stroud.
Stroud over the middle, a quick throw and caught. It's Nico Collins, who is down at the 8-yard line. First down,
Nice to see
Houston.
that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
How was that? What?
First and goal from the 8. Here's Joe Mixon. Got the space, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
The Texans capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Rob, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here is Fairbairn for the extra point. He nails it, and it's 14-6, Houston.
Below there lead to 8.
And here's Fairbairn to kick it away. And on the return, here comes Roberts. And he's brought down to the 24-yard line.
Back out on offense. They're running back, headed out once again. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
First down. Here's Reed. And he's brought down to the 29, a gain of 4.
Sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Mayfield.
Mayfield back to throw, and he can't get rid of it. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They motion a receiver left. 3rd and short, Mayfield.
3rd and 5. Mayfield has a man open. It's John Andrews. And he's brought down with a 1st down to the 49.
Big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
23 yards that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down. Here's Reed. And he's going to be down at the 45, a gain of 3.
Not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Another toss out to Reed, and he gets blown up by Daniil Hunter. He gets the stop right there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That one popped into the air and incomplete.
The ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So 4th down, and Tampa Bay will punt this one.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away.
And this one's sent away.
Fair catch made.
And fair catch made by Ben Hall. So the Texans will take over.
For their next series. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud.
Play action fake. Stroud. And that one's dropped. But a penalty marker's thrown.
After that throw, and drew the instant flag.
And it's a flag on Tampa
You know
Bay
this
for
better than
roughing
most
the
rock screens
passer.
normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Here we go. Let's go.
First down throw by Stroud.
The action fake for Stroud. Here's a throw caught. Ben Hall. And he's going to be brought down to the 43. First down, Houston.
20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First down, a toss out left to Mixon. Breaks one tackle, but can't get through another. Second and 10.
Got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Ow, look the hot.
Now it's Stroud.
Stroud looking to throw, and this one is caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down with a first down to the 26.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
First down from the 26. Here's Mixon. And how did he break through all of that? He's brought down at the 15.
And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together.
How about this performance by Joe Mixon?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Oh, ready? Two jet.
From the red zone now.
Stroud looking, and that one's incomplete.
That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So
Now second down.
His passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd have been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. They still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap.
Second and 10. Here's a give to Mixon up the middle.
So a solid game.
And he's brought down to right about the 6.
They pick up 9 on that previous
A gain of 9.
Man, he's been having a great first half. Really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
Here we go.
Stroud now, third and 1.
Stroud looking to throw, and he's brought down.
For the moment, we've got a sack. We do know how to flag the
And it's
Stroud.
A.J. O'Quinn who got the sack that time. And a penalty marker thrown against Houston. So here comes a fourth down.
Diami Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans
So
on this fourth down.
Fairbairn on for the
It's a
field goal.
33-yard look from the right hash. Up
And
goes
this one is
Fairbairn.
good
And it's now
to extend the lead up to 11.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
So now it's 17-6. Houston on top. So far, Houston's done a good job on offense. Even though the defense on the other side, they forced one turnover. So Tampa will take over.
The Buccaneers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as they get set, Parker, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10. Up the middle goes Reed. And he's brought down to the 30. Gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Second and inches. They give to Reed again. And he's brought down with another 1st down to the 32.
And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, here's Baker.
Mayfield looking, and he's going to be brought down. Daniil Hunter gets the sack that time, and it's 2nd and long.
2nd down coming up.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kate. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Mecca Ibuka in motion.
Mayfield now from the gun.
Mayfield throws this one. It's caught to Evans. And he's going to be brought down to the 26. But they still got long ways to go here on 3rd down.
I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Mayfield throws on 3rd down. Here's Evans again. And he's going to be brought down to the 42, but it's not going to be enough.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different
It is
ways.
4th and inches.
In a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and inches, and Mayfield and company, they're going for it. And here's Evans again with another reception. And he's brought down with a 1st down to the 39. 19 yards that time.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down. Up the middle goes Reed. And he's going to be brought down to the 24, just shy of the red zone.
And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run, and he can get a 1st down too.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Here's Baker.
Mayfield throwing, and this one's caught to Irving, but a flag is down in the backfield.
Early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
1st and 20 after the holding penalty. Here's Tyler Reed. A gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 2, and they'll need a lot more than that on 2nd and 18.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
180!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
2nd and 18. Mayfield hit as he releases it. It's incomplete.
It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
180!
3rd and 18. Mayfield throwing, and this one's caught. Ryan Smith. And he's brought down with a 1st down to the 14-yard line.
But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
180!
1st down. Here's another run by Reed. And he's going to be brought down to the 12. A gain of 2.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
180!
2nd and 8. Back to Reed. And Reed up the middle. And he is down to the 5-yard line. 3rd and inches.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15 plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We made no power. Also dangerous. Y'all talk about
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
180! Stop!
3rd down, and here's an RPO to Emeka Egbuka. He's got a Buccaneer touchdown.
One-score game in the 1st half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
McLaughlin to tack on the extra point.
Here's McLaughlin for the extra point. He missed the one earlier, but he gets this one to cut the lead to 4. So now it's 17-13.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away.
So this one's sent away and no return there. It's a touch pass.
Out to the 20. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ow, that's right. Tony.
First down. Here's Mixon. No gain that time. 2nd and 10.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 118. Let's hit.
On play action, here's Stroud.
The action fake.
Pushed out of the pocket.
Stroud, and he has a man wide open. It's the fullback Johnson. And he is down at the 43. First down, Houston.
He gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. We got 24 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And this one's going to be brought to the 2-minute warning.
NRG. And it's the Texans with 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. Let's hit.
Shotgun now for Stroud.
Stroud quickly throwing. Here's Ben Hall with the catch. A gain of 8.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
All right. 118. Let's hit.
2nd and 2. Up the middle goes Mixon. And he's going to be brought down to the 34. Another first down for Houston.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. Strength, the agility. I thought they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking. And that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, it's
Stroud throws quickly over the middle. Here's Ben Hall. And he's down to right about the 30.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush.
And a timeout called by Tampa Bay.
And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. 118. Let's hit.
From the gun, Stroud.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw over the middle. Nico Collins. And he's brought down. But a penalty marker's thrown. This one looks to be coming back.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding.
2nd and 16.
118.
To the air, Stroud.
Stroud looking. And this one's caught to Mixon.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's
And a timeout called by Houston with 50 seconds left in this first half of play.
Change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
All right. 18.
Third and long for him here.
Stroud looking. Here comes the pressure, and he loses it. And it's recovered by Houston. It's recovered by Houston.
Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So Tampa used their second timeout.
Texans gonna kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt.
So Houston will punt. Tommy Townsend will send it away.
Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss.
And Reed is going to make fair catch. 36 seconds remaining here in this first half.
They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Baker now from the gun.
Mayfield throws quickly. Here's Evans. Mike Evans with a big play. Here in this first half, he's down at the 45.
28 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Buccaneers.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield.
Mayfield throws again. Here's Evans. Back-to-back receptions from Mike Evans.
Inside the opposing 30.
And the Texans call their second timeout.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. From the gun,
Mayfield on the move. High pass. It's incomplete.
No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So that brings up second down.
Well, that's not
So second down.
Almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
180.
Throwing again is Baker. Buys time, rolling right.
Mayfield trying to scramble, but he'll only pick up a gain of a couple.
It's going to be third down.
Third down now.
As the play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards
So here's
him.
McLaughlin
Him the other.
for the Buccaneer field goal attempt.
The kick by
And he nails it to cut the lead to 1. 17-16.
This is going to be a close
Texans
game.
still
Needs
out
to
in
set
front.
Because it's awfully tight here at the half, and that field goal, that gives him a little more confidence running into the locker room.
We'll see if it's a kick
So
return
here's
to the end zone.
McLaughlin to kick it away.
Get a play from scrimmage as this one's away.
And this one's sent away into the end zone.
One final snap here in the half.
It's a touchback. And CJ Stroud and company,
Our final snap of the half here on first down.
they're going to go down to a knee. So the Texans are going to take a 1-point lead into halftime. A tight one here in Houston. Both teams battling for their first win of the season.
Field goals separating these teams after our first two quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Not a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway.
All right, set for the second half. The Texans lead by a point. They will get the football to start the third quarter. It's been a good one so far. So CJ Stroud and company will be seeing the ball first in this second half as both teams continue to battle for their first wins of the season.
It's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First down. Here's Joe Mixon. And to start their opening drive of the third quarter, he gets a yard.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9. Another give to Joe Mixon. A gain of 6 that time. Now it's third down.
Great success on first down, Kate. It's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing is
Stroud over the middle is a quick throw to Montgomery. The catch is made. And he's brought down with a first down to the 40.
It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
Like I said, this crowd was pumped up before the game. They want to see their Texans avoid the 0-2 start after blowing the first game. What a way to come out in the second half.
Let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First down. Here's Mixon. And he's brought down to the 39. No gain that time.
Recognizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Back to Mixon. And Mixon into Buccaneers territory with a flag down. This looks to be coming back. But man, what a play right there. It's an illegal block in the back on Houston.
Too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
First down. Here's a touch pass to Tucker. And he's down to right about the 46 after a gain of 5.
Bringing up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Back to Mixon. And he's down to right about the 41. 1 yard shy of the first down there. Third down.
Offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Stroud over the middle. Here's Montgomery with the catch. And he's going to be brought down. So a roughing the passer against Tampa Bay. And they're going to decline it. They already had the first down anyway. So CJ Stroud just wanted to decline it. The Texans had a first down anyway. It would have extended with 15 more yards, but they're just going to keep what they earned. First down, back to Mixon for a gain of 2.
That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
On the play action, here's Stroud.
The action fake. Stroud, and he's going to throw it away.
So he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd.
Stroud gets hit as he throws there. It's incomplete. So 4th down coming up. A.J. O'Quinn brought the pressure, and it looks like another field goal for the Texans.
They've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And now here's Fairbairn for the field goal.
It's from the right hash, 46
A 46-yarder. It is good. And the Texans extend their lead here in the 3rd. It's 20-16.
They brought him out for a field goal in 2nd time. He's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on a field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And now Fairbairn to kick this one away.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
And now here comes Roberts bringing it up. They're right about the 23-yard line as Tampa Bay gets set to take over.
Their running back headed out once again. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series. Hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
First down, here's Baker.
First down. Mayfield throws it away.
Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, kid. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Mayfield over the middle, and there's John Andrews with the catch. And he's down to the 48. First down, Buccaneers.
That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
First down. Here's Tyler Reed, and he's got separation. He's down at the 35. Another first down for Tampa.
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
set up at the 35 now.
First down. Here's Reed. And he's going to be brought down to the 37. A loss of 1.
Linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All right, here we go. Second down. Putting a receiver in motion.
Mike Evans in motion.
Mayfield now from the gun.
Mayfield throws, and here's Evans. And they bring him down to the 34.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make
And now it's third down.
To the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Man in motion here.
3rd and 9. Here's Emeka Buka in motion. Mayfield firing, and there's Tyler Reed. And Reed inside the 20, down to the 18. Baker Mayfield. A performance to remember.
It has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. Here's Irving up the middle. And he's going to be brought down. And Tampa Bay has 1st and goal.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
First and goal. Here's Reed. And he's going to be tackled at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Sure want a little bit more from that run, but he's going to go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield now.
Mayfield with the blitz coming. Down he goes. John Elijah gets the sack that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
So he scooped the fumble, and now he gets home and drops the quarterback for a sack. You know what that tells me about this linebacker? He's not afraid to put his face in the fan and fight through some guys to make some game-changing plays.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9.
Third and goal from the 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long.
Mayfield looking, overthrew it. He was trying to go to John Andrews, and it's 4th down.
The minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone. But the
And here's the field goal for McLaughlin. And he nails it. But a penalty marker down. Hold on a second.
This is on the defense, Brock. They're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block.
So it's a roughing the kicker penalty, and Tampa Bay accepts it. So the offense, they should be coming back onto the field.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
So the offense for Tampa Bay is back onto the field. They got 1st and goal from the 5 after the roughing the kicker penalty. Here's Mayfield. And this one's caught to Mike Evans
This one's stopped at the 3-yard
as
line.
he stopped at the 3-yard line.
Pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
In motion is Mike Evans.
To throw is Mayfield.
Mayfield throwing. Oh, he had a man open.
It's incomplete.
He was trying to go to Tyler Reed.
His shot at 6 that time.
And it's third
Now
down.
they're left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players.
3rd and goal. Mayfield throwing right side. It's Andrews. Touchdown Tampa.
The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
So here's the extra point by McLaughlin. This one's up and good. 23-20. Tampa Bay with the lead. So here's McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying.
And now here comes Smith, bringing it up. And he's down to right about the 24, so the Texans will take over.
Back out now, ready to go. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, right. 18. What's up?
First down, here's Joe Mixon. And he's brought down to the 30 after a gain of 6.
About a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Swat. Another swat.
They go play action with Stroud.
Stroud throws to the left. Here's a catch made by Nico Collins.
Gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Now it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
18. What's up?
3rd and 1. Here's Mixon, and Mixon picks up a first down to the 38-yard line.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
We set it down, score him at the 38.
Here we go. Let's go.
First down, back to Mixon. A gain of 2 that time as he's tackled at the 39.
Like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Another give to Mixon. Mixon up the middle. And he's tackled to Tampa's 48. Nice gain of 13 that time. First down, Houston.
Studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gain significant yardage. There are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud.
Stroud throwing, and look at that throw. Nico Collins.
It's Collins.
What a throw and catch right there. First down, Houston to the 16.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
At 18. What's that?
First down, here's Mixon, and he gets rocked. A loss of 4. So 2nd and 14.
One of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
At 18. What's that?
Shotgun now for Stroud.
Stroud on 2nd and 14. He's brought down
It's a sack. We do have a marker down.
with a penalty marker down.
That sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding.
And it's a holding against Houston.
Went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
At 18. What's that?
Operating from the gun.
3rd and long. Stroud can't get rid of it. It was almost picked off.
Incomplete pass.
And it's 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fairbairn out there now.
So here's Fairbairn with a field goal. This one to tie things up. And Fairbairn nails it. And we are tied here in the 3rd quarter.
The game is a big one. They're all tied up now in the 2nd half. And rather than playing from behind, Kate, this will be interesting. They can now focus on getting a stop and taking control of the flow of this game.
Tying this game up.
Now Fairbairn to kick this one away. And Roberts is not going to return this one. This one will be a touchback.
So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this, I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
First down. Here's Reed. And Tyler Reed taking off. No one's near. No one's going to catch him. He's going to take it to the end zone. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
The Buccaneers take the lead on the first play of the drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found his seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So the Buccaneers take the lead again. Here's the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers grab a 30-23 lead. So McLaughlin to kick it away. And now here comes Smith. And they're going to bring him down to right about the 24-yard line. So Houston, ready to go.
All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So the Texans take over, down by a touchdown. Here's Mixon. Picks up 4 to the 27.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. To the air,
Stroud looking to throw here, and open is Montgomery. And he's brought down to the 45. He took a big-time hit, but he gets a first down there.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Here's Stroud.
Stroud, another throw, another catch. This time it's Tucker. As he's tackled to the 45, he got 10. 2nd and inches.
49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches. Here's Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that's how the third quarter will end. It's a 7-point game. Buccaneers 30, Texans 23. All right, 4th quarter action. It's a 1-possession game. 3rd and 1. Here's Joe Mixon, and Mixon's got a first down to the 43.
As a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
1st down, Stroud.
Stroud throwing, and here's Tucker over the middle.
And he's short of the first.
And he's brought down at the 36. A gain of maybe 7.
Second and 3 now.
All right. 118.
On play action, here's
Play action fake. Stroud finding Montgomery. It's caught inside the 15. Montgomery's down to the 11.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Out for tonight. 118.
First down. Here's Mixon.
Slip that initial tackle, stops made for
No
gain
gain
on
that
first
time.
play.
Second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
On the quick, right? 118. What's that?
Stroud off of play action.
Stroud looking, and down he goes. The Buccaneers sack him.
The set forces a now tougher 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd and 19.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Tonight.
3rd and long for him here.
3rd and long. Here's a throw caught here to Ben Hall.
And he's going to be stopped at the
But for
7.
only a gain of 3.
Those little short
And it's
throws,
4th down.
high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Kaimi Fairbairn
So now
on
here's
now.
Fairbairn
We'll see how he
for
handles this
the
moment.
field goal.
It's a 34-yarder from that right hash.
And Fairbairn knocks it through to make it a 4-point game. 30-26.
Perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Now Fairbairn to kick this one away.
As they send it away.
And here comes Morrison. And the tackle's made at the 22. Now here comes Tampa.
Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around.
180.
First down. Here's Reed. And he's brought down to the 24 after a gain of 2.
It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
180.
Baker now from the gun.
2nd and 8. Mayfield dropped it. Mike Evans could not hold on. 3rd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Throw here, 3rd down.
Mayfield. And that one's incomplete.
And it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Looking for John Andrews. And it's 4th down.
So often when you evaluate players, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
So here's Tampa. They will punt. And Ben Hall's not going to return it. This one will go into the end zone. It will be a touchback.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10.
Stroud throwing, and here's Ben Hall with the catch
And a nice chunk there about
for a
7
gain
yards
of
to the
7.
27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Tony.
2nd and 3. Back to Mixon, and Mixon breaking through. He's got a first down to the 43.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
First down, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down with a first down to the 47.
They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Oh, ready. 18.
Stroud.
Stroud throws to the left. Here's Ben Hall. And he's brought down to the 35. Another Texan first down.
And it sets up a Houston first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. That's it.
First down. A toss out to Mixon.
And I don't think he got
And it looked like he had separation, but it's 2nd and 10.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready. 18. That's it.
Back to throw, Stroud.
Stroud over the middle. There's Ben Hall again. And he's brought down with a first down to the 23.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
First down. A run by Nick Chubb. Picks up 2 to the 22-yard line.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
On the quick, right? 18. That's it.
2nd and 8. A give. Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at the 22. No gain there. 3rd down.
From the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud.
3rd down. Stroud, nowhere to throw. He's going to be sacked with a penalty marker thrown. And it's against Houston. So it looks like another field goal is upcoming. A 52-yard attempt. And Fairbairn nails it to cut the lead down to a point. 30-29.
That ball sailed good through the uprights. His mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away.
So now it's a 1-point game with 7:33 to go in the contest. Baker Mayfield and company trying to hold on to a 1-point lead.
Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a toss out. It's Reed. Reed breaking through all that traffic. Gets a first down to the 34.
He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
So 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
First down, back to Reed. And he's tackled at the 34. No gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, kid, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Mayfield will look to throw.
Mayfield taking a shot downfield, and it's incomplete.
They connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd and 10. Mayfield finding Reed, and Reed with a first down. He's brought down to the 46.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
How about that by Baker Mayfield?
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down, back to Reed. And he's brought down to the 49. A gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Receiver in motion, headed right.
2nd and 7. Bucky Irving gets absolutely rocked. A loss of 2 there. 3rd and 9.
Is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Mayfield over the middle. There's Evans. And he's going to be brought down to the 48.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And Baker Mayfield and company, they're going for it. They are actually going for this on 4th down. Now this is a surprise. This may come back to bite them if they don't get
They don't want to
this.
surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They've got a man in motion.
Now here's Emeka Ibuka in motion.
Quick throw outside, and they might
And
run this again.
Ibuka's gonna try to throw it. They tried to do a fake, and the Texans were not fooled.
Get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. Nice starting spot. for the
There's gonna be a
Texans
lot
here.
of questions to what that play call was. But now with 4 minutes to go, the Texans have the ball down 1 as Mixon carries it for a gain of 8.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
All right. 118. What's that?
Throwing is Stroud.
Stroud throwing, and this one's caught to Dalton Schultz. And he's brought down to the 34. First down, Houston.
18-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from
Stroud
you.
throwing, and that's snatched and picked. Intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. comes up with the takeaway. It looked like for a second that Montgomery was open, but Winfield Jr. just snatches the pass.
When he shouldn't, and then capitalizing on the mistake with the turnover.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
So now the Buccaneers take over. Up the middle goes Tyler Reed, who gets a big gain and a first down to the 36.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
First down, another give to Reed, and this time he gets popped for a loss of a yard.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
180. Done.
2nd and 11. Here's another toss. And Reed is tackled at the 31.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
3rd and 15. A big play here for both teams.
Looking to throw.
Who's going to come up big? And Mayfield gets hit as he throws. It's incomplete.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Buccaneers holding just a 1-point advantage.
So now under 2 minutes to go. DJ Stroud has a chance to redeem himself after throwing the interception in the red zone. The Texans will get the ball back down 1.
Now come the Texans on offense. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
1st and 10.
He'll look to throw it.
Stroud throws. Here's Nico Collins into Tampa territory and down at the 49.
It's a 31-yard play, and it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a quick...
And a timeout called by Tampa Bay. It's their first of this second half.
By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
First down, here's Mixon, and he gets popped. And now Houston burns their first timeout.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Back to throw. He rolls to his right.
Stroud on the move. It's picked again. Intercepted. And Tampa Bay's going to take over.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback...
DJ Stroud, for the second time, throws a pick.
Flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind.
And now here's Tyler Reed, and he's going to be tackled. A gain of 3.
And they'll have just one left to burn now.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it.
Play action fake. Mayfield.
Forced out to his right.
And he's going to throw it away.
He just throws that one away.
So now this is definitely a big time play here. 3rd and 7. The Buccaneers can ice the game with a first. Texans, they will still have a chance if they can get a stop.
He's back to throw.
Mayfield looking, and down he goes. He's brought down.
Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Tampa Bay in punt formation now.
So now Tampa Bay in punt formation. And this one's sent away. No return by Ben Hall. It's a touchback into the end zone.
They get set to take over on offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers.
So CJ Stroud and Houston. No timeouts left. They're looking for a miracle. Stroud throwing. Here's Collins again. What a night for Collins. He's been cooking.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Setting up to pass.
Stroud looking here. Incomplete. 48 seconds remaining.
Second down coming up.
On the quick, right?
118.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
Stroud looking. Incomplete.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls.
Stroud looking. And how is he wide open? Nico Collins again. And he is down at the 19. And a timeout called by Tampa. What are the Buccaneers doing? I don't understand. How are they letting Collins get wide open.
Go exploit it.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Throwing again, it's Stroud.
Stroud looking, and he throws it away.
This one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risk.
Stroud throws. Defender slips. Here's Montgomery.
Complete.
And he's going to be down at the 2.
This down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2.
Time's ticking. Time's still ticking. 12 seconds. 11 seconds. Here's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at the 4.
So here's their third and final timeout. 7 seconds left in this game.
And Tampa's going to burn their third and last timeout.
At the 4-yard line.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. From the gun, Stroud.
Stroud looking. End zone. It's caught to Montgomery with a penalty marker thrown.
We've got a flag, Brock, in the neighborhood.
This one looks to be coming back, though. The Texans were going to go for the win. And this one is costly. But with 4 seconds, though, the Texans on for the field goal.
This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash.
And Kylie Fairbairn gets it. And Houston takes the lead with 1 second.
Gives the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Fairbairn has it all set
With
up for the kickoff.
1 second to play, the Texans leading by a point.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see
So
what they do
it
with
comes down to this last play.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
This is it. One last try for Mayfield.
Maybe a bit of
He's going to let this one fly. And it's incomplete. And the Houston Texans win their home opener. They move to 1-1, dropping the Buccaneers to 0-2. What a game.
And then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
This game was insane. Now, for Tampa Bay, this is a tough loss. After they took the lead in that third quarter, they just could not extend the lead at all. They just couldn't. And the Texans kicked not 1, not 2, but 3 field goals at the end in that fourth quarter to not only take the lead, but win the game. And CJ Stroud, this man was throwing crazy amount of numbers, over 400 passing yards on the game. This was an intense game. And yes, CJ Stroud did throw 2 interceptions, which almost cost the Texans the game. But luckily, they get the victory. They drop Tampa to 0-2 on the season. As we take a look at the stats, like I said, CJ Stroud, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, but he had over 400 passing yards. Baker Mayfield played solid. Tyler Reed played solid. Joe Mixon played solid. It's like everything was going well. Nico Collins He played his heart out. He just could not be stopped. He was getting open every chance that he could, and the Houston Texans are now 1-1, and Tampa Bay, this is a tough loss, as I mentioned, as they drop to 0-2, and in their next contest for Tampa, they're going to have to go home. It will be their home opener when they will take on D Sharp and the Jets, which Tampa Bay will be in a must-win situation in front of their home fans. So with that being said, that is going to do it for another episode of this Madden 26 series. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you will not miss out on another game here in this Madden series. And in the next episode, the final game of what has been an incredible week 2 to this point. It's an AFC West Division matchup. The Chargers visiting the Raiders. Chargers looking for their first win, while the Raiders look to get the 2-0. As you take a look at the stats here, both teams are in a must-win situation, but the Chargers most definitely, because they are on the road for this one. Raiders look to get the 2-0 in front of that home crowd.